just do a time lapse. What's up, everybody? FSC Trucking. We got a pretty cool video today. Little collaborative effort, if you will. We're over here at the shop. It's like literally about 5 or 10 degrees outside. We're doing some work inside. We got Bay 1 open. We also got Orwell sitting here behind me in the cold. We might be working on Peterbilts today. Well, stay tuned. Never know what's happening today, but it's going to be a good day nonetheless. Alrighty, let's get at it. Hit the intro, son.
Let's start the video, son. Here we go.
Little hat tip to Jawtooth.
Holy smokes, we went through some nasty weather. They come through all that ice and snow and McNasty's down there, and that storm that went through Kentucky and Indiana. What's up, brother? Holy smoke, your haters will love you now.
I ain't gonna know what to say.
Hi, Holly doggy. Hi.
We're here, Steve. We made it.
What's up, Rex? Welcome to FSC HQ. Woo! Finally made it to the new place.
Hey, I'm excited to check this place out. Man, it has been a trip.
I bet. You want out? All right, come on. See, you brought ice and snow we don't need.
Yeah, I figured y'all didn't get any, so.
Well, we had some, and then it warmed up and rained.
I think I lost my gloves. Man, no, here they are.
Holly's like, holy smokes, where's the heat?
I know she's gonna turn into a frozen hot dog.
Poor thing.
God, poor Rooster, man.
What's going on, big guy?
What's up, buddy?
Whew. Ain't seen you in a minute.
Yeah, we've been hiding out in Sweetwater. Decided it's time to get out and visit the real world.
Yikes, look like you guys were in it.
Golly bum, man, it was horrible. I mean, we got in that ice storm, and it was, when you got a 80,000 pound track hoe come up beside you, it's time to get off the road.
Yeah.
And then didn't want to get off the road. It decided it. Anytime we stopped, we never got took back off. But we made it. Got it delivered. Customers are happy. Rooster's not.
Yeah, you've had a little trouble with this girl, I heard.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's all brand new parts. That AC compressor went bad on it. I've had 4 injectors go bad. Well, it's not on this trip. I put 6 new injectors in it again. But 4 of them new injectors went bad when we rebuilt it. The AC compressors went bad. I mean, it's all new stuff. I don't get it.
Quality of parts are terrible.
It's horrible now. So, but we're ironing it out, getting the bugs worked out of it.
There you go. Well, I got that other stuff at Peterbilt that you wanted.
Yeah, that window is just got me. Come on, Holly.
That compressor ought to be easy to get, though.
Come on, girl. Holly, come on. There's heat.
Come on, there's a heated shop.
Come on, girl.
Chris is spraying the dolly legs inside, so.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh. I see he's working out good.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome, man.
This one right here.
She's like, let's go. Come on, let's go. What's that thing he's got on his face?
That's to keep the haters off us. That's a respirator.
Oh.
Otherwise, the haters complain. You're not wearing your safety glasses. You're not wearing your respirator.
I love it. That's one thing about this trucking content.
Yeah.
I was talking about that on my video, like.
Oh, you caught a lot of grief. I saw that.
Man. I mean, they don't understand. I mean, we don't just pull what they see on YouTube. Like, we do this stuff every single day.
Exactly.
It's crazy. Man, there's the mobile chapel trailer. Man, that thing looks a lot better in person.
Dude, the amount of rot on this thing was insane. Like, all the cross members for the dolly legs, that's all steel, right? They were all rusted and gone. So the whole upper fifth wheel plate, that's all redone as well now. The rot was insane. Everything aluminum survived pretty good.
Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks real good. She looks brand new now.
Not bad for an 83.
No, this thing's gonna be sweet. It was worth saving.
Not so many of them around anymore.
No, there ain't. I seen one the other day that looked good in one of the truck stops. But I didn't call under to see how bad it was rotted either.
Yeah. Well, this one, think about it, North Bend, Washington.
Yeah.
It don't get any moisture or more moist than that.
Right. And plus, it probably, when they parked it there, they probably didn't clean out from underneath it and just sit there this whole time with it.
They just parked. They literally just drove it there, shut it off, and that's where it stayed for like 28 years.
Oh, here's the baby.
Yep, there's Elaine. 91 FLD.
Well, I like that suspension. You got that, right? I've never seen that suspension.
I used to own a 95. It had more of the modern one that you're more familiar with. I've never seen this one either.
I've never seen it. Did it ride good?
Never rode it.
No.
We towed it here. It was being used as a as like a yard jockey type situation.
Where's the CPL?
Well, this one's got a weird one. They have to look it up. I don't know where it's stamped on the engine. I think it's 1211, if I remember right.
So this is that, it's kind of like I call them a half-breed, where it's half electronic, half manual.
Yup. That's why that damn pump is so expensive to rebuild, because the electronic components on it.
Yeah.
Because that had like a cruise control on it.
Yep.
So that's why.
It's like it's mechanical with an ECM.
So what I did with that 4-door truck I've got from Utah.
Yeah, I remember that.
The Ford, it's got the same motor in it. So I had the pump turned 8% on it, and that thing was just an absolute hoss. I mean, it ran awesome, and it actually brought the EGTs down. Like when I got it, the EGTs were running real high. It was factory, but they had tuned it a little bit. But we went 8% on the pump, and it was a hoss. Put the button in it and springs and all that, and she was a good run. Yeah, I think you'll like this. I honestly, after my yellow Cabover, my dump truck, and that truck, you can't beat these motors.
Man, I miss that yellow truck.
God, I do too. I've tried everything to blow that thing up. I wanted to put a big motor in it so bad at Detroit, but that thing would just go and go and go and go and just take it. Like you could run it as hard as you wanted to at all times, and it'd just take it.
Well, so, curiosity killed a cat on us. You noticed the front rocker box is missing. Yeah. We were looking to see if there's a way we can convert it over to a non-STC type situation, but the injectors were like, well, we have the 855 over there that came out of the Ford.
Yep.
So I'm like, let's take one out and look at it, and take one of these out and look at it and compare. And there are differences.
Yeah, there's a few differences.
Started looking into it, and I'm like, yeah, but we were curious. So I'm like, it wasn't running anyway. The PT pump was missing, so I'm like, let's lift it off and see. Just kind of curious.
The man on these things is Rob Smith. That man is.
Yeah.
He is. So I've had two now. He's come down. Like he used to go down the road when he used to drive truck. He'd go down the road, he'd stop and set his valves just to try to get more power out of it. And so he's come down on, just like on my dump truck, like it was running pretty smooth. He comes down, we set the valves on it, and he's just, I mean, you can watch, you can just tell when he's doing it. He just knows exactly where it needs to be.
Well, first one I seen on these, it sounds dumb, was at your shop, that Peterbilt.
Yep. Yep.
We're redoing the valves on that, showing how to ABC on that pulley up front in front of the pump. And, like, I never messed with one before. I never had one. And the one I had, we just lifted it out, put it on a stand, didn't do anything to it.
The only thing I hate about these motors is this. I don't like this, the accessory drive stuff. Once that seal starts leaking, it's a nightmare to deal with. But besides that, they're not bad at all. Other than the pump setup, the air compressor, and that accessory drive is the only thing I don't like about these.
Well, the battle plan with this is just to put a driver in it and get it on the road, get it making money.
Well, that motor, you should be able to, you shouldn't have to worry about it.
I mean, it always was a company truck, so it can continue to be.
I mean, these motors are pretty much bulletproof, and if they tear up, you can literally fix it on the side of the road.
There you go.
You can fix it with duct tape and baling twine. And it's simple, actually. It's got your modern radiator, coolant tank. I mean, everything looks identical to all mine.
Now, this is the low flow coolant, though.
Is it?
Yeah. That's the trouble with this one. The other trouble it has.
And I've seen low flows do good. I mean, you watch the temperature and...
Well, my theory is it worked good when it was new.
Yep.
So if you fix it, it'll work good when it's old.
Yep.
And we're still putting diesel fuel in it. We're still driving on the same roads. And other than keeping up with the parts. As long as you can get parts, you're good.
Just like yesterday, I was coming down the road, I heard squeaking, or squealing, started smelling stuff, rubber. I thought, oh man, here we go. So Rooster, AC compressor goes out. And
the compressor itself or the bearing on the pulley?
The clutch. I think it's just the bearing on the pulley.
Right.
Because AC's turned off, it's wintertime.
Well, not if you had your defroster on.
Right. Well, no, so what I do with mine, just so, because the kids are in and out of the truck all the time, and I'm so weird about my air conditioner, and I've never had AC problems out of that truck. I always flip my switch on if I'm idling or anything like that, and I don't ever let the high side switch do the job. So in the wintertime, I unplug my AC. I always just unplug.
Oh, okay.
So we went down the road, smoke's going everywhere, squealing. I was like, oh man. I seen I still had the alternator still charging. I was just like, dang, it's got to be the AC. So we pull over. Sure enough, it's locked up. So we just call and get a shorter belt, 51-inch belt. And, took 5 minutes to put it on.
Oh, so you totally just bypassed
Yeah.
the setup. Oh, okay.
All right, so we've got another our Max that happened the other day, or a while back. I ain't gonna say the other day. So one of my Mack trucks done that. Had to have it towed. Cost me $3,000. Had to buy this pulley, that pulley, take the whole front end apart, put the belt on. I mean, it's just, you know.
And the old truck, you just put a short belt on it and be done.
Took off. Yeah.
There you are.
So that's why I like my old trucks.
There you
People
go.
will say what they want to say. Like,
That's the idea.
I got some comments yesterday, oh, that thing stays tore up all the time. If they seen what that truck goes through daily.
Yeah, well, it gets used.
Yeah, I mean, it's a work truck and it gets worked hard. And if we got to put a belt on it every once in a while or an injector,
Yeah.
we can do it in a few minutes, get it back on the road. It ain't sitting in a dealership.
Yeah, and you handled it on the road pretty ricky tick, and you're still here today, so there you go.
Heck yeah, man, this is awesome. I like this truck. Just gonna pull the step deck?
That's the idea, either that or the RGN. I think what's going to happen ultimately, because it's a double bunk, is I'll run it a bit before I actually put someone in it with either or trailer,
Right.
and then make sure it's actually good to go, and then you know, put it on the road. That's basically the idea.
You're gonna fall in love with it, be driving it, and then sell me Orwell.
Yeah, okay.
Can't sell the Flagship.
No.
Don't crash into my camera now. Bring them like right here. Might be risky, we'll see.
Trying to get him jump over the camera. Dude, that had to be cool. Dude, that had to be cool.
Let's unhook this thing, right?
It's just like anything else.
A lot of people ask all the time, why don't I get a hydraulic? Well, here's your answer. You know, when we do LTLs, we put freight on that top deck. You're not getting freight on that. And that'll be real difficult to get freight on the back as well, but it can be done. But these hydraulic ones, the open top, that won't work for doing LTLs. It works for what he just hauled, that big giant excavator. But for what we do, it just won't work. Plus, how many times you take this apart this week?
I'm taking it apart twice this week, maybe.
Yeah. So you take mine apart, we maybe do it on and off twice a week at the most.
problem before. Got them ramps on, they're a little bit steep.
Oh boy, look who came to visit. Gotta get old Rooster thawed up. Thawed out, I should say. The door is not very wide, so watch both mirrors close. They fit. They fit, but just watch each side. It ain't no 14-foot door. Now turn to me, Brax. Come on, Hal, it's cold outside. Come on.
Who'd have thought I'd ever live to see today the Gentry and Sons Wild Rooster inside FSC shop. I never thought I'd live to see it.
I know it.
All right, well, it's in here for a reason, ain't it?
I'm so tired of that window, and especially as cold as it is right now. Like, the only way to keep it from rattling is to crack it just a little bit, and then all that cold air is coming in. And
so you got the rattle window and the window that drops passenger side Peterbilt. Gee, that sounds familiar. Who else got one of those?
I'm just over it. I told Brax, I said, we're fixing this thing.
Yeah, because that door striker broke on that live.
Mine don't come down. It comes down. Once you release that button over there, it comes down like that much.
Yeah. Oh, mine, you hit a bump and just go blam all the way down, and it rattles when you're sitting at a light. But yeah, the typical Peterbilt striker problem, this piece giving issues. Yup. Now it's down.
See that switch over there? The other side don't do it. As soon as you let go of it, the switch just quits releasing air. That one there, though, it's like I don't know if it's that switch or if it's the cylinder. Because the cylinder, I mean, it holds it up good and it pushes up and down good. And I've never heard air leak over here. But this felt,
Yep. People seen on my channel, when I'm sitting at a light, it rattles. And my felt's real bad compared to yours. So yeah, we ordered that. So the new felt's in, the lift cylinder for the window, along with the valve in the dash. That all came in.
yeah, see, watch. I let off the switch, watch it.
Yep. It's not locking.
Drops that much.
Yep. Yeah, in 5 degrees. That's ridiculous. That gets cold quick.
So that cylinder's supposed to as soon as you let off the button,
It's supposed to just stay there.
yeah, it's supposed to lock.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Orwell, sometimes you shut the door, door just drop, the window just drops. So you gotta fiddle fart around with it to get it to lock, that we know it can just break in.
I wonder if it's the same one.
It could be. I mean, the similarities between these doors is amazing, except on my driver door, it's a crank. It's a chain-driven one. But the rest of the door is pretty close to the same.
I think that's crazy. It's chain driven?
Yeah, chain-driven.
I wonder what this one is.
On this, it's just an air cylinder.
Just
goes
like
up and down.
looks like a hydraulic cylinder, probably.
Pretty much.
I've never seen it. I don't even know what it looks like.
Well, we're getting ready to find out. All right, cool. We got to go to Peterbilt and get your parts.
Yeah, we'll have to take this dash loose, huh?
Yeah, to get the valve out, yeah.
Yeah, let's go get the parts and then we'll play around with it.
There you go.
So guys, what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull apart and check the lift cylinder, because that lift cylinder, it's like $600, wasn't it?
$650. The felt is cheap. It's the valve. It's the damn cylinder that eats you up on this one.
I had two nice strobe lights, but one of them decided it didn't want to hang out with us no more. It's somewhere back on 75.
Well, that's why I decided to go with the back rack and the hard mount ones for the dually.
I just got 2 pallets of parts from 4 states.
Yeah.
And I gotta go get a rack too. The Rooster's getting ready to get a full makeover. I'll just get little segments and then you get the
See, I'm just being lazy. I got the GoPro sitting there just running. Let's do a time lapse. Poor Holly. It's like, it's avalanche and ice. That was ice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did I open my window? I was thinking, damn.
Now, there is a lot of ice on this truck.
There was a lot of ice on it.
There's still a lot more coming. Chris, you want me to go get my hard hat?
Yeah, I need hazardous duty pay.
There's a lot of ice on the roof of this thing. That was just the sun visor that fell off.
Brax, what'd you do with that camera?
What camera?
My DJI. You get it out?
No, I didn't get it out.
Okay.
What'd you get, that little Osmo?
Yeah, dude, I love it.
Good God. Probably put a camera on the damn door watch the truck though.
No, little crazy car right out there.
It's hectic. It's hard to keep up. Like, try to drop like 4 videos a week. It's hard. It's hard. No, we were going with the light mode. Half the time we were driving and all half the lights were up. And then we would get it all tired of the road. Not one owie. There almost was a duck though. I don't think it's going to be your valve though, because only, like I said, the air isn't constantly on that cylinder. Now I've always liked 379s, and I've said it many times. I wished I never sold my yellow 379. That was a mistake. But at the time, I mean, I had no idea what the future was going to be. So at the time, it would have made sense. And that 379 would have made Rooster a run for her money. But I never thought number one, I never thought these trucks would be as valuable as they turned into.
Right.
And I had no idea, you know, what the economy was going to do and what the price of equipment was going to turn into. And for what I sold that 379 for, I got robbed.
So I'm like,
Where the hell is it?
it's this.
Oh, okay. They do it similar to mine. It's part of the bracket.
It's an air piston.
It's riveted to the bracket.
So this thing over here, when I let off of it, it just keeps bleeding off air.
Yeah, it's letting the air out that you use to do its function.
Yep.
When you neutral it, it lets the air. Otherwise, it keeps constant air in your lines. So there's no air on it right now. It's got to bleed it out once it's done being used. Yep. And then it don't lock.
Can you swap your switches
I
around?
could, yeah. Actually, I could.
Well, give that a shot once just to prove the theory. Yeah, they're very same but different. I bet you mine's the exact same.
Probably.
Here we go.
Yep, drop right back in.
That sucks.
Yep. I could have told you that, but I knew you were going to want to be proven, so.
Had to try.
Exactly.
Passenger side back for E-Brax. My side's where all the junk goes. Yeah, I just shove that stuff over. See all my snow brush and crap still there. Grab a hold of doggy dog there, Brax. You ready? She's coming your way in 3, 2, 1.
I think that's actually pretty impressive. Did we ever post that video coming back from the truck show?
No, you're scared we wind up in jail.
Okay, so that was impressive. I will say, this thing impressed me that night. Like I was rolling.
There were trailers involved.
And we were both loaded very heavy.
Yep. I had this and you had that.
Was I in Rooster?
You were in Rooster.
Yep. And I dropped the hammer on it, and here come right behind me Steve. And I was like, there ain't no way he's keeping up with me in that Dodge. And it's actually, it ain't lacking for power, is it?
Mm-mm. Hauling a big trailer, it just sucks the fuel. There's no getting around that.
Right.
What I traded in for cheaper fuel was more of it.
Right.
And I don't have to worry about my exhaust falling off because it didn't come with it originally anyway.
Put better bolts in your exhaust system.
Exactly. Better bolts.
The gas trucks get better bolts in their exhaust brakes.
Why don't try to get that off?
Well, let them mess with that glue though. If you can't do it, just don't worry about it. That old stuff's like hard as rock.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to take that off.
It's got to come off.
Yep, it's over top of it.
Oh.
Take it and get this out.
All right. So basically, what's going on is this piece also come apart. There's supposed to be a spring in there that's missing. It just broke and it's gone, and that plastic piece fell off. This part is available, kinda, but it's not available right now. So Tim is trying to mix up this epoxy to put it in and make it stay, and they'll reinstall it.
Yeah, now I ordered one of these because I might need it for Orwell, and if that don't work, it'd be nice to have one on hand. However, not in stock for today, and truck's got to leave tonight, so that's got to go. But it comes only as that big T-bracket, which of course, if you had to replace it, you got to cut it off the glass, clean it, and get window weld to stick it on there. So it's a process. Hopefully that epoxy will do the job.
This stuff's very expensive, but it's just like that quick 50 you guys see me use at the shop on the tractor. You get this stuff like body filler guys, like guys in the body industry use this stuff. You don't find it in the automotive section. You find it in the body shop guys, your paint guys, stuff like that. This is the stuff they use for like bonding panels and stuff like that. It's got to be really strong, and you got to have the right stuff to be able to use this, which I'm just winging it because I don't have my guns and stuff here.
Literally using
Here
deep well sockets.
It's literally sizzling right now.
Did you do something with the air inside the truck?
No.
Oh, it started hissing like it was dumping air or something.
I would imagine that's not ever going anywhere, honestly.
Well, all my sockets aren't permanently affixed to the table.
Yeah, I need to. Luckily, I think that's just the bonding, or not the bonding side. It was it wasn't mixed.
Yeah.
Originally, this whole started from, I was watching her live the other day, and Braxton was trying to fix this, the little striker door. Squeeze this back on and make the striker door. The door striker. Squeeze this, and the door latch could grab on it better, but obviously it's shot. I thought that. Tim's like, hey, can you make that stop working, or can you fix the rest of the window? I'm like, yeah, we can. Just got to get the parts. So ordered what we thought we needed, and apparently we needed one more part.
Nice all new felt going in now, huh? Nice.
Make it nice and quiet.
You won't know what to do.
The glass will push it into where it needs to be.
Oh yeah.
Need me hold that window up?
Yeah, it'll stay, but
Yeah.
but
Then when you think it won't, it will.
Oh, look there, new everything.
Now I come back, new driver door now.
This thing's gonna be in about 1 million pieces here in about 3 days. If y'all want to work on it some more, just come to Sweetwater. Plenty of work to be done. Just a quick little trip. Steve, next time you come to hang out, you bring him with you. Okay?
I've made that.
Oh, is that it? Yeah, he made that trip already at my trailer.
Oh, yeah.
How little did we know?
Really wasn't that quick.
I tell you what, after talking to you about your dually, I made the decision to go buy it 450. Best decision I ever made. I love that truck.
It's nice to not be able to overload your truck. Because like my trailer empty on your 250, it squatted that thing right down. I'm like, it had enough power, but it didn't have the weight carrying capacity.
Yeah.
Didn't have the suspension.
It's crazy though, once you got in and took off, it's like it wasn't even back there.
Yeah.
Well, the white truck, total different ball game. You can put anything you want behind it, and it's definitely like it ain't back
Or
there.
in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love having the bed. Like I love the truck. I've loved a lot of trucks, but I actually really enjoy driving that truck and using it and working it. And now, Steve, one day you can drive to Sweetwater and I'll fix your window. So, that's how it works. We don't ever want to work on our own truck. Work on anybody else's, but
Yeah. things always go better when you work on somebody else's. When I work on my own stuff, nothing goes right.
Exactly. People ask me all the time, they're like, man, I don't know why you don't do this and do this and do that to your truck. It's like, because you don't want to work on your own truck. It's just, that's how it is with a mechanic. Unless it's a race car, and
Then that's fun stuff.
we make exceptions.
Yeah, now with the new felt, you gotta work your tail off to get the window to move at all.
I'm serious, guys. I'm not gonna know what to do with this thing.
Makes a huge difference.
I'm gonna have to put some over here beating against the window so I feel comfortable driving my truck again.
Yeah, I don't know how you stand yours.
Who
Your
says I
passenger
do?
Window.
This one ain't bad. It's just at a certain speed, mainly my cruising speed. You just hear it tick, 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 like this. I've always just filtered it out.
Well, I don't hear anything on mine going down the road. It's when you stop at a light and it's just shaking at an idle.
Feel how hard that is, too.
That's still a little gooey, but yeah, it's not. I don't know.
Yeah, the backside doesn't have a good mixture.
All right, there's that. Now, if you want to use the old
I mean, it won't take a second to put it in and try, would it?
No, we don't have to put door pin on another.
Oh, we can at least try it.
I bet the old one's good.
Well, let's try it and find out. Is it all the way up?
Didn't sound like it, but I don't feel the end of it.
Well, with that new felt, you won't hear.
Come down and go back up again. Yeah, it's up. It's all the way in there.
We'll pull down on it, see if it'll, like, remember it was gravity falling last time.
Well, it was just flopping that
Yeah.
thing.
We'll see if the
that's
air
gone.
piece moves. Yeah, see the air slide still came down.
Yeah.
Will it go back up from there? That paper says not to do that. So you want the new motor.
I mean, we got it. We might as well stick it on it.
Alright.
Because right now the only thing holding is the felt, because it's so tight.
Yep. Once the felt loosens up, it's going to go back.
Exactly. So here's a new lift cylinder.
Slow down, Chris. You get too fast for me.
Sorry.
Not used to that problem.
Got a hot date tonight. I gotta get before my wife finds out.
He's joking. Just before
very
you,
much joking.
before the haters get on it.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
By the way, this wasn't hissing as it
Yeah.
went up either.
Yeah, last time it was hissing.
Yeah.
So you think we're good?
I think we're good.
Awesome.
Cool. Yep. The other one was worn at some point, you know.
I mean, it's only a 98 model.
Right.
It's only what? 98, 2000. Was it 25, 26 years old?
Yeah. 98, 08, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, 24. Yeah, 26 years.
I guess I can't complain much.
Nah. All right, boys, girls, check this out. Window stays up. New striker on the door. And when it stays up. Nice.
So excited. Guys, I am excited. Thank you, Chris.
No problem.
You're a man.
Happy to do it.
And Steve, smart investment. You did a good job.
Tried to help.
I would have never in a million years thought I'd be up here working on my truck.
Right?
Me and Steve, we were in my kitchen after my house flooded one morning. Well, it's probably one night we were talking, and he's like, "Man, I'd love to dang start my shop, and I want to do truck projects, and this." And I'm like, "Just do it. Like I'm telling you, just do it. Just do it. It's gonna suck at first, but just do it." And when you come along, I remember when you called me and asked me about Chris, I was like, "Here's your chance."
Yeah.
No, I'm very proud to see it. And seeing the views too, really, it makes my day.
Yeah, well. Working here got more fun because I hated being here by myself.
Yeah.
I really did.
Well, I mean, you're doing good work too. That right there is sweet. To build that, to be able to build that in-house in the shop. I mean, you're able to take trucks out of the weeds now and bring them in and fix them up, and like that's a game changer. You ain't got to pay truck payments. You ain't got to pay down payments. You ain't got to pay none of that. You build your own truck the way you want it. Know it's in good shape. Take it to work, and if it breaks down on the side of the road, call Chris and bitch at him.
Pressure there.
Steve is getting ready to start taking on some work. Not just, don't bring your X15 here, but like projects like this, projects like that, brakes, you know, just.
Long story short, the idea is we run nothing but older equipment, and a lot of we're not the only ones up here doing that. A lot of guys are finding out the hard way that older equipment, in my opinion, is a better way to run.
But everybody's set up now to work on newer equipment.
Exactly. So, you know, it sounds dumb, but a while back when I hit a deer with Orwell, we had to get the radiator replaced out on the road just to get the truck back here. So I literally brought it to a Peterbilt dealer, had to tow it, and the techs there, most of them were younger guys, never seen a Cabover before. Now, a lot of guys are older. I'm 47. Chris is a couple of years more senior than that. So we grew up around the older equipment. Some of these guys never saw a Cabover with the cab tilted, had no idea how to do that. Sadly, when you go to a truck dealer today, they just don't want to deal with the guys with the older equipment. They don't want to know you, don't want any parts of you. And to be honest, they don't really know the equipment. So, when we were doing it.
Listen, you can go to any shop, I can tell you right now, any shop out on the road, if you break down, say you blow a tire on that right there, you go to any shop out there, and 9 times out of 10, they're not going to have the socket to take the inner wheel off.
You have to babysit them, because even with, like Rooster's got the hub pilots, I'm still running Elaine stud pilots, Orwell stud pilots. You got to watch. The tire shop don't even know if they're doing an outside tire. You got to retorque the inner nuts before you put the outer ones on. They don't know these things. That's the kind of stuff.
Right-hand threads versus left-hand threads.
Correct.
And
they don't know this kind of stuff. So basically, long story short, what we're going to start doing around here is start taking cash jobs. So smaller type work, but predominantly on older equipment. That's the idea. So to get a hold of me on that, just get a hold of me out of email, FSCTruckShop@gmail.com. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me for that. That we don't got phone numbers running around. Eventually, we're going to get a dedicated cell phone just for the shop, but for right now, we'll see how it takes off. FSCTruckShop@gmail.com. That's how to get a hold of me. Tire changes, brakes, even minor engine work on the older equipment we've got. It's not like we don't have the experience here on older equipment. So that's the idea.
And if it's an emergency and you're coming through and you got a breakdown and you need to get a hold of Steve or Chris, and he's not checking his emails late at night, 3 o'clock in the morning, just call me. I'll get him up.
But that's what we're going to start doing. I want to get that off the ground. And obviously just something simple like just what we just did. Get that door window working again, and the door shutting right and all that. I mean, you left, it worked fine. At least the door striker part of it worked fine. You got halfway up here doing a live, cracks just the door, and it bounces.
Crap, now what? It's not that big of a fix, but some guys don't have the experience to know what was wrong or how to fix it quick. So that's the idea. FSC Truck Shop at gmail.com. That's how to get a hold of me. Talk about what you got going on, and heck, if you're getting a load through, obviously we got room enough to park the trailer outside. Got enough room to get this big unit in here, so there you go.
Yeah, you got 2 trucks in here. 3 trucks and a trailer. You got plenty of room. You'd have a good, this would be a nice little place to do exactly what you want to do.
Oh yeah.
Keep it simple like that. Like I wish I would have. Instead, I've got a parking lot full of trucks fixed.
Just specializing on the old stuff. You're welcome to send stuff up here. You got to start getting your stuff done too. So, either way, glad it worked out the way
I
it
got
did.
about 15 of them if you want to come get them. Y'all hear me all the time saying I want a new project? Well, now I got 2 of me.
Well, there you go. Around here, my big thing is we got to start getting done the stuff we've already acquired. You know, got Elaine, the 352. Sitting out there just waiting patiently. And a lot of stuff around this shop is getting ready to change real quick, real rapidly. That's why working on that.
In my experience, when you start working on other people's stuff, your stuff goes outside the building.
Yeah, but we do got a shop that needs to start generating some revenue too.
I mean, it's part of it. It is, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
way it works. It is, that is how it. But if you get enough work in here to where, I mean, when you're home, you're not in the truck. I mean, at some point you'll probably be to where you'll be full time here, and then somebody in your trucks. Is the way. I mean, it's the way it worked for me.
That'd be nice to a point.
Yeah.
We'll see how it grows.
I mean, it went. So I went from what you guys seen. I went from driving all the time to just keeping my trucks up to I was too busy to be driving, so I needed to stay home and work in the shop. And then I finally said, "Screw it! I've got to just put drivers and everything." And
Yeah. Well, we're going to give the shop a try with cash jobs coming in. We'll give that a try. If it works, great. Keep it going. If it don't
Next
work,
week.
I'll just say, sorry, we're not going to do that no more. We'll make it work.
Next week there'll be a whole parking lot full of trucks sitting out there.
You never know.
That's the way it goes.
Alrighty.
Well, especially the older trucks. I mean, it's hard to find somebody to work on them. And Chris is good, guys. I mean, I don't let many people work on this truck besides me or my dad. And I would let him do anything to it, honestly. I mean, he did break 1 bolt. He was careful with everything, didn't strip nothing out. All my interior went back the way it's supposed to. And that's the only thing that scares me about working on this truck is it's a 98 model, and I like my stuff to be back the way it's supposed to be. So, especially with this truck. And he did exactly that. I wasn't worried one bit.
As good as if it was mine, how would I want it done? That's the way I look at it.
So, super tickled. I would recommend this place. A first review, as long as my window don't fall out tonight, we're good. Good review, 5-star review.
gonna be late. Still strobing back here. You forgot to turn your magnet off.
Yeah. Well,
You got the ice magnet on now.
I hate when I do that because I drive by people in their car and try to slide into it. I had to put an ABS system on this thing the other day. Boy, that was expensive.
Yeah, it was. That my RGN of mine did. $1,500 just for this stupid little valve.
This one was $16, $17.
Yeah.
Put it on there, went right back to work, and just